Hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kali. I will be filming a full face routine to get that skin, you know. If you guys know me from my Instagram, then you know that I like to do very dewy looks, very high glossy looks, or very shiny spaces, and like super clear and natural looking skin. And I don't really do matte looks, but yeah, today I'm gonna show you how I create them. Yeah, let me get started. First of all, primer. Just imagine you have already done your moisturizer and all that stuff. When it comes to primer, I almost always forget to prime because I'm not going out. I'm gonna take my makeup off like an hour later or something, and I don't need primer. But if I do go out, then I need primer. And I use two things to prime my face. First of all, Hydro Grip. This is just sticky primer. Any sticky primer will do. You apply this to areas where your makeup usually slips around. For me on my face, that's my nose, that's my forehead, and that is this area right here. The next thing I like to use is a setting powder. So setting powder is really great to use in the areas where you need the extra coverage later, and also where you are going to stay matte anyways. And also my nose. My nose is always one of those areas. And then a bit on my forehead as well. This mixed with the primer is just... Okay, next for my eyebrows, I like to use soap brows. I do them every single time. I prefer them over gel. So this is my little soap container. I just smashed some soap with water and put it in there. And I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray. So I like for my soap to be very liquidy because that will allow me to manage my brow hairs more easily. So I'm just pressing them down like this. That will get rid of any excess product and also make a nice brow shape. Look at that. I like my eyebrows because they're kind of full, but I like to accentuate some parts of them. So I like the outlines of them to be a bit darker than the inner brow hairs, just because it gives my brow structure. For that, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pen. Just buffing the end here. But yeah, as you can see, it's just my brow hair, but better. Moving to my eyes, since this is just about my base, I'm gonna do my eyes really quickly. Okay, now back to my skin, or should I say lips, because that's what we're going to do next. First off, lip stain. I like this lip stain from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I like using lip stains because they just last all day, every day. See, it's kind of like my lips but better. And now I'm gonna go in with my favorite lip product of all times, okay? This is the Nabla Lip Plumper Viper. You can put it on top of anything and it won't get into the tube, it won't get dirty, it's just clean application. Just going to go in, it's not sticky at all. And now I'm going to overline my lips, and it's just far easier for me to apply lip liner on top of gloss, which is why I'm doing it after applying this. Okay, now I'm ready to do my actual skin. I will be starting off with one of the best products that I know, and I have used this so much that you can't even read the label anymore. See, it's just all blurry. But this is the Tilbury Flawless Filter Primer, and I will be applying this in certain areas of my face that I like to keep glowy. So I'm gonna use it on my forehead, I'm gonna use it on my nose, on my cheekbone, and now here at the bottom. So the reason why I love this product is because it is basically a glowy primer that will also serve as somewhat of a tinted moisturizer, if that makes sense. It seems super simple, but I've never seen a primer do that, so that's why I loved it so much. Next up, I'm going to use blush. And for blush today, I wanted to show you two options. I like to use two types of blushes. Serum blushes like this and balm blushes like this. I rarely do powder. Whenever I powder, it's really to mattify my skin, but I rarely use powder on my skin because it's just it doesn't feel natural. That's the one thing that makes my skin feel like it has makeup on, because right now I feel like there's nothing on my face except for my lips because they're burning. And I think I will be using this today. It's the M Cosmetics Venetian Rose blush, and it's a serum blush. So that means it's a super liquidy, oily blush actually. And I'm just gonna put a little drop on here. Yeah, super liquidy, right? You can just, you see, it goes a long way. And I think you know the tip for like smiling, then putting the blush here. But what this actually does is, once you stop smiling, the blush will be here, which is not ideal. So where I like to put my blush is just right here. Right there. And whatever I have, I blend it down and up and to the side. And do the underside of my nose as well. Now moving on to my contour. I use two products to contour my face. First, a stick. I like to use this Fenty stick in Truffle. And then second, a powder. I like to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Kid Contour Ash Brown color right here. And let me tell you guys, I got this 5 years ago and I'm still using it because it's so amazing and I haven't stopped using it. And yes, I only bought one pad because it was on sale and was $5. It was the best $5 I spent makeup wise ever. A common mistake that I see people making when they're trying to contour their face is either applying the product in a 3, which is like, that's not a tip, that's not a hack, that's not good, or they apply it right here, which is just on their cheekbone. But you want to highlight your cheekbone, you want to make sure that your cheekbones are emphasized and just out there. I want you to touch your face and just feel where the bone ends, because you have a bone going right here and this bone is going to be your best guide. Trust your bones, okay people, trust your bones. But what you want to do is just feel for your bone. Mine is right here. I'm gonna contour right here and then going down because I have these lines. So I'm gonna contour right in there. I'm gonna do one line and then one line down. Just one line and one line down. Now for my nose, I like to go in here and I'm just gonna start at my eyebrow right here. And I'm gonna go in here. In order to blend this, I'm gonna go in and I'm trying to concentrate the product exactly where I put it. I'm not trying to spread this out too much because that will just create a blur that is just very undefined. I'm just doing very tight circular motions, and then for the lower part, I'm just gonna blend it down. Just like so, and then blend really down, just blend it down. For my nose, I'm just gonna blend this into my eye area, bringing it down just a tiny bit, then blending out my nose. Contour should be cold and also matte to create the illusion for a just more defined shadow, and at the same time to make sure that it doesn't look like bronzer. Bronzer is something also very great. You apply to all the areas that the sun would technically shine on, but it's not contour. Bronzer is not contour, okay? I'm gonna use the tiniest amount. I like to look down like this and just go the sides of my nose very slightly, just very slightly. The best way to see if your contour is still natural looking is by just turning to the side and seeing if that makes sense. So see, you can see this line right here. So I'm gonna blend this out a bit more. Maybe use my fingers a little. This looks better. This side looks better already. But from the front, as you can see, it looks just a bit more defined. Now for my cheeks, I'm going to use the same technique. So I'm going to go in and I'm gonna blend this part up. And then I'm going to go and blend this part down. So that looks kind of crazy. Bear with me for the next steps. So next up, highlighter. For my highlighter today, I will be using this iconic London original highlighter, and it's my absolute favorite. It's the best highlighter that I have ever come across. I used to use powdered highlighter and I hated it unless I used it with setting spray. And if you use it with setting spray, then you're basically creating a liquid highlighter. So might as well go for a liquid highlighter instead. So I'm gonna apply this to the back of my hand. You can see what I mean, right? That's insane. It looks insane. So when it comes to highlight, I see a lot of people just highlighting everything, and that's fine. Do you if you want to shine, but I like to focus my highlight so I can create more of a defined cheekbone. I'm just going to search for where the light is already hitting my face because my skin is already dewy, and I'm just going to go on top of that very slowly and just building it up. Here under my brow bone, on top of my eyebrow here. Also, a lot of people say you can't drag your highlighter over this line. You can, okay? I like to do this because this will create really nice texture here. I like texture, okay? And so should you, because every face has texture, and just blurring everything in Facetune doesn't remove the texture in real life, okay? Everybody has texture and it's fine, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. Let's just try and have healthy looking texturized skin. And that is my highlighting done. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it glow. Look at it. Ooh, yeah, she glowy. Now listen, I know what you're thinking. Where is the foundation? Where is the coverage? That's what's going to come next. I will be using this Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I will be applying it in just a few areas. A bit right here. Some of it right here. Right here. Around my mouth. This is not a lot concealer. I just use it to brighten areas that are just a bit red or that just need a little pick-me-up. Now I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite foundation. It's one of those things. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation in the color 365C. And I will be applying it to the back of my hand. See? This is the amount we are using. I will be starting by just taking very little on my brush, like so. As you can see, I have some darkness around here, I have some spots, and I will be just going on top of them with this. Blending it into this area. This area has like virtually nothing going on. There is no pigmentation, there are no spots, so I leave this area clean. All the areas in your face that have nothing on them, leave them, honestly, just leave them. You don't need any foundation there. Okay guys, this is important. I apply very little of concealer and foundation because I don't feel comfortable to do more. I don't like to do more. I like cake, you know, I like eating cake, but I don't like cake on my face because I don't want to feel like I have anything on my skin. I want to get rid of everything with one makeup wipe, okay? That's just my goal when I'm creating something. And as you can see, there will still be stuff peeking through, and if there is, that's fine. It's completely fine, honestly. I go out like this and it's fine. I film my looks, I shoot my looks with this skin, okay? It's fine. If I have pimples, I may make a beauty mark out of one of them, okay? I can take a lip liner or something and just, you know, see, make the pimple into a beauty mark. Or here, little darkness, no, a beauty mark, a small beauty mark, why not? I like my face to have its natural texture. That's just my goal when I'm putting on makeup. Keep my face looking healthy, looking just like blurred and snatched and all that, but still with natural texture. No cake for me, please. So this is coming to an end. The last step for my makeup routine is basically just using setting spray. And then I'm gonna go in with a powder. I'm gonna use this powder right here. It's the Urban Decay powder in the shade 60WY, and I will be taking it on a small brush, applying it to all the areas that we just previously put some concealer on, except for my under eyes because I like them shiny. And now I'm gonna use a fluffy brush, and I'm just applying it to all the areas where I applied my foundation. And yes, this is the finished look, guys. I hope you like this. I hope this is something you will actually do yourself. I had so much fun creating this, and I'm just hoping that I can continue making these videos. And if you like to see more from me, then just please subscribe. Leave me a comment down below if you want what you want to see next. And just thank you for watching. Honestly, just it makes me happy that you've stayed till this point. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Also, if you don't like this, hit the dislike button. Honestly, hit the dislike button or the like button, whatever you want, and leave me a lengthy comment about what you didn't like. I'm here to learn this. I'm here to learn how to do YouTube, and I'm here to grow. And so that is all I wanted to say. And now for the montage.